match on my bad shit. An audience, a mic, and a bloodstained hatchet. These are my rhymes, they're full of depravity, drowning your ass like 2 scoops of gravity. So much spare, trauma and sadness staring you down, face first in the madness. All my life was anger and pain, it emptied my brain, barely left me half sane. They said what a waste, they said what a shame, so it's time. That's my sad face. It's sad because I missed all my fans, because I haven't done a video blog in like a month, and I'm very sad. But it's not my fault. It's never my fault. But it's really not my fault because I was sick. I had the flu, and I had strep throat, and now I have bronchitis, and I've been hacking up green stuff for months, not months, like years probably now, like 3-4 weeks. I also had many other ailments that kept me out, but I fought through them all, being this tough person that I am, because I had scurvy, the mumps, measles, chickenpox. I had progeria. Yes, progeria. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. I had a flat tire, so I couldn't even, got to my house to shoot the thing. I slept late. That was another problem. And the dog ate my homework. I actually hate my larynx. I have to reread my notes. I can't even read my own handwriting. The dog ate my larynx. How was I going to talk? I wrote the date down wrong, and then I was out of town. So how can I do these things? It rained cats and dogs, and I stepped on a poodle. And, well, actually, that was kind of fun because I don't like poodles. In fact, let me just point this out. I saw a poodle on a plane that got on the plane and, like, off and on the plane without, like, being in a cage. And it really irritated me to no end because how dare... Well, actually, I should say that because I'm going to talk about pet peeves in a minute. But I also was kidnapped. I was hogtied, I was thrown overboard, and then I was forced to walk the plank. My name is Elmer J. Fudd Millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. I was aspirate vomitos. I was taking a survey, and the survey says I was sick. I had jury duty. Yeah, I had jury duty. That's actually what it really was. I had jury duty, which I couldn't go to because I was sick with the flu and the bronchitis and the strep throat. And then honestly, in between that, I was wrestling the whole time. Like I had to go to Canada where it was like -5 degrees, which was preposterous. Just preposterous that it's that cold. The snow was on their lawn because the snow blower has to come through town and has to, put the snow off, onto the people's yards to get it off the roads. I got something in my eye. Oh, see, you can see it. I got it out. That was disgusting. The snow, and it puts it up, and there was literally 12-foot high snow drifts, rock solid snow drifts on people's yards. It was the craziest thing. It was crazy. And what other happened? And then I also wrestled other places. I wrestled in Cleveland. I wrestled in South Carolina for old school championship wrestling. I haven't even had a chance really to look at the newspapers or anything about the Japan thing, which I heard is just brutal. And my sympathies go out to the people in Japan. That's just tragic. But now I want to talk about pet peeves. And that's a pet peeve of mine is disasters. I hate disasters. They're fine for the movies, but in real life they suck. Another pet peeve. I keep putting out these hints that I like my scratch-offs, and yet do you people bring any? Well, yeah, some of you do, but the rest of you aren't. You're not contributing because I've decided that the scratch-offs are going to be like my 401k or my pension plan. So eventually I'll hit it big and that will be my pension plan. So keep bringing the scratch-offs. I actually, somebody brought me a couple last weekend and I won like $20, I think. But then I lost $8 on my own money, so I only was up 12. But it worked though, because that's still profitable. It's a profit. It's a numbers game. But here's some of my pet peeves. Pet peeve uno is never, ever, ever, if you're a wrestler that is, cover me on my stomach. Why are you covering me on my stomach? It looks stupid. It bothers me. It irks me. It also is aesthetically unpleasing. But also, if you're laying on my stomach, how am I supposed to kick off? I mean, it would take me, if I want to wait till 2 9/10 to kick off, it takes a second and a half just to get you from my stomach all the way over my head. Not to mention the fact that my shoulders right here, pretty much all wrestlers' shoulders like right there are shot. And so trying to lift like this, it's like you're a Tyrannosaurus Rex going, and trying to get people off you. And besides the fact that if we're breathing hard and it's a heavy paced match, why are you laying on my stomach? So now you're sucking the wind out of me. Not only that, is why are you laying on me at all? You really shouldn't even be hardly touching me because it's a work, which I don't get why people forget that, which is another pet peeve of mine, is that everybody wants to work hard and tough. There's really no skill in that. My mom could hit somebody hard for real. Not skillful. It's the skill is making it look like you hit them really hard, but you don't hit them hard. That's the skill. If you really want to hit somebody hard, join the UFC. I'm sure they'll be happy to beat you up. What else? Where's my notes here? Oh, you know what else is another pet peeve of mine? When I'm trying to sign autographs, and then you get all these kids running around, hopped up on goofballs, and they're running around and they're like just cutting the line, and they're just like, hey, sign this, sign this, sign this, sign this. And the sad thing is that would have been me when I was a kid, because I was that annoying little kid doing the same thing. So it really pisses me off when now they're doing it, and because it reminds me of how annoying I was when I did it, a little bastard I was. But it's so hard to get little kids to get in a single file line, and then I hate that they don't have their own money, so they have to, if their parents aren't buying them anything, then they should have a job. Get a job. Look, you're 8 years old. Get a freaking job. Get a paper route. A route. Get a paper route. What was I talking about? I have no idea, nor do I care. Pet peeves. What else? Let me see. Another pet peeve. When wrestlers pick you up, you're sitting on your butt selling, right? And then they go to pick you up this way. It's almost impossible to look cool getting picked up from your ass straight forward because your legs are straight ahead, so you can't get pulled up that way. You have to be turned onto your knees and then pulled up. That's how it's done. You turn them onto their knees and pull them up. Also another pet peeve, if I grab you by the hair to move you, I shouldn't have to actually grab you by the hair and yank you around. I should just be able to glide you nicely, because it's a work. Yes, it's a work. Maybe that hasn't sunk in yet on some level to anybody, but whatever. You know what else is? Another pet peeve of mine? That now I have to wait till Wednesdays to get my comic books? That's bullshit. I used to be able to see every Wednesday the new comic books come out. But really, they used to come out, they come out on Tuesday. That's when they bag and board them and prepare them. But they used to let me get them on Tuesdays. But now they won't. They won't let me. Why? Why won't you let me? I want my comics on Tuesday. Comic books like this. The Thunderbolts. It's awesome. Look at that artwork. Ooh, very exciting. The Thunderbolts is awesome. That's a great comic book. What else? Oh, the Green Lantern. Green Lantern right now is like the greatest story arc. For the last 3 years, it has been unbelievable. And when that movie comes out, oh, that is going to rock the box office like nobody's business. But that's not really a pet peeve. Although my pet peeve is that I can't sell my Green Lantern merchandise at a supreme price. But hopefully I can. So it won't be a pet peeve, I hope. Not a pet peeve. Oh, well, it coincides with a pet peeve, but it's actually a promising thing. A good thing, so to speak. Pet peeve is when people give me photos, oh, look, I took a photo of you from a match. And then they give me a picture of like this. And that's about all you see. And except that's not the whole picture. Then you see an entire blank ring. Or maybe you see a shot of this. Hey, I took a picture of your tattoo on your arm while nothing else was happening. Isn't that exciting? And then it'll give you 30 of them. Yes, 30 of them. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But they do. Very odd. Now, however, when they give me stuff I likey stuff, then that's much better. Somebody gave me a picture of this. See? There's me. I'll start here. There's me. There's my son, Tyler Fullington, also known as the Sandman's real son. And then the Sandman's actual ex-wife, Witchy Poo. That's her real name, but her stage name was Lori or Peaches. Anyway, there's my family of nonsensicalness, and somebody gave me that, and I don't even know if I have any pictures of the three of us, and how bad is that? That's really bad. It's really kind of sad. I never saved enough stuff. my wife is, she gets on me now. She's like, why didn't you save stuff? You know, in case we have kids or in case the dog decides to move out and he wants to take some stuff with him. But you know, when I first started, I would, you know, just seeing my name in a top 10 list, I would cut that out. But after about 2 years in the business, I was like, well, I predict I'm going to be all over the magazines. So there's no point trying to save them all because that'd be ridiculous. And so instead, and not wanting to be a mark, I decided not to save hardly anything. So unless I was like on a cover or something, and I'd never go looking for magazines, so I wouldn't even know if I was on a cover anyway, then I really didn't save a lot of stuff. And it kind of sucks now because now I kind of wish I had more stuff, more memorabilia. You know, especially, you know what I wish I had is like when they have the posters, you know, stapled to the telephone poles, the old school hard, thick cardboard ones that said Joe Blow versus Fanny Freakazoid, and Tommy Dreamer gets his ass beat by by Raven. I almost called myself fat. Well, I am kind of fat now. That's another pet peeve of mine, my stupid diabetes type 2. Well, it's better than type 1. That would be even more pet peeve-ish, but my type 2 sucks. But luckily I found a way to get around it, and that's by ignoring it. No, I'm kidding. I also like my scratch-offs. People have been giving me scratch-offs, just like we've talked about. We've talked about it. Keep giving me scratch-offs because I like them, and it's a skill game, and I am going to win. And remember, if I win anything large enough that I have to cash it in person, I will split it with you. And you say, well, how will I find you? Well, you just let me know. Contact me at office at the Raven Effect. Or put your name. And I guess that wouldn't make any sense because how would you know if I won that much money? You know what? Put your name on the scratch-offs on the back. Or keep a piece of paper with it. And that way I can find you, you know, with an address and a phone number. And that way when we win buco bucks, I can split it with you. But if it's just, you know, like only $100 here and there, whatever, I'm just going to keep that for myself. Well, what? What? Got a problem with that? You gotta want some of this? Want some of this? This is my Robert De Niro face. With my Snagglepuss voice. Exit stage left even. I look like I have a mullet the way my hair's styled under this hat. Let's see. But I don't. Look. Now I look like Larry and the Three Stooges. Wah, wah. It's time to take a shower, so I'm going to have to end this video blog. I will try not to be remiss in my video blogging, but like I said, I was sick with the flu. I really was sick with the flu. Sick with the flu, and then it turned into strep throat, and then it turned into bronchitis, and that sucked. I can't think of anything else I wanted to talk about. I guess that's it. I don't think I have anything to plug because I'm not really one of those shameless plugger types unless I actually have something to plug. So, I'm going to be in Cleveland this weekend at the Autorama, so please come by and see me. And the following weekend, I'll be with the ICP, the Insane Clown Posse, Juggalos, hoo-hoo, something like that. My throat hurts too much to actually make the say go, woo-hoo. No, that's not it either. I can't even do it right. When my throat's all sore, I can't make funny impressions and silly voices and all kinds of cheeky stuff. So, I'm going to call it a night. Night. The end.